muted. I'm always muted. I always forget to unmute myself. Absolutely redonk I am. Alright. What's you guys up to? What's going on? Ugh. You know, Kemi's supposed to not create a toxic environment, and I just don't know how he's gonna do it. I believe in him, but, jeez, his chat can be a little out of control sometimes. We're a minute 58 away. And I really don't want to wait any longer. I want this to start. Let's get this party started. That timer slowly clicking down. Makes it feel like 1 minute is so long, and then you go to just like walk down the stairs or something and already a minute goes by and it's like, what the? The huge difference. $20 seconds remaining before we get this one started.
Hello, PUBG fans, and welcome to the Esports World Cup America's PUBG qualifiers, and that is a mouthful. If you're watching this, let's be honest, you know who I am, you know who he is. We don't really have to explain a lot.
The ego.
Well, I mean, come on, dude.
Hi, everybody. I'm Porosaurus.
Yeah, Porosaurus matchup. There you go. We've got it. Hopefully, we're going to be cooking up some good games for you guys. Poro, you ready to jump into the action here in about, I don't know, 5-10 minutes?
I'm ready. I'm ready to get cooking. I'm ready to see what these
Matchman Porosaurus. We're covering up Porosaurus's head.
Yeah, I mean, we've got some known commodities that we're going to be looking at. Before we get into all that, though, let's go ahead and walk you guys through. You know, every single time we got to tell you about how this is all going to go. So
we've got a
let's
process.
Go ahead and start trying to get everything prepped up and lined up for you guys. You can see we've already done rounds 1 and 2. Here we are on the finals for the qualifying series. 16 teams, top 3 are going to advance to the ECW.
Only the top 3.
Yeah, we should put a little asterisk mark next to that. So it's top 3 teams in addition to Sonics.
Ooh.
So Sonics have
oh, top 3 plus Sonics.
Their global ranking. So Sonics are in this lobby specifically for PGC points, but they could do
so they can get PGC points from this?
If they decided to.
But they're already in EWC. That's hilarious.
Then they need to do well. Now,
True,
I guess
fair.
what would be problematic is if the fact that they ended up with a really big lead in first place and then could kind of do whatever they wanted.
that could be a problem.
There could be some issues that a couple of teams might have to navigate due to that, but on top of that, let's also go
Oh my god, Sonics can just decide what they want to do. They can just
all about
take
coming
away
in on
points from
first
who they
position,
want.
walking away with 10 points, diminishing down 6 points in second. Third place is going to get 5.
So
going
this
all
is
the way down to
placements
the eighth
per
place, you're gonna
game.
pick up 1 point. Below that, going to get absolutely nothing. Don't forget the fact that you're also going to get 1 point per kill.
Do love
Yeah, so
1
just
point per kill.
basic
And honestly, I
basic
think,
point
you know,
system
we're
for how all the
try to
PUBG
pick a
tournaments and stuff
talking
go.
point out of the rule set that's
Pretty
been around
easy.
for ages now, but the 1 point per kill seems to be the thing that gets most people over the hump, right? So I think you'll, especially in America's region, the kill leaders are going to be the ones that move on.
I don't know. They say that, but I'm pretty sure last night it was a tie for third and fourth, so placement points really did matter in that one.
They're like 1 squad per game and then get 1 or 2 placement
So
points. Already going to be in a pretty good spot if you can just keep that up most of your game.
But I mean, they're gonna have what? People are gonna have to work for a top 3 in this situation, to make it in, unless Sonics is at the top of the leaderboard, in which place you kind of have to work for a top 4 position.
Newer ones we also want to mention, such as the fact that we've got Animaniacs that are coming into this one. Spam. I mean, a lot.
Right.
Of
so these are our teams in it.
Names you're gonna know.
Rent free. They haven't really been on during scrims and stuff, so we'll have to see.
You maze? Somebody will tell us. Somebody's gotta tell us.
Is Toby in chat?
EM3. Problem solved. I just started calling them EM3 because it seemed easier to call them that.
Like you said, a lot of these teams, a lot of very familiar faces, and then
I think everyone else we kind of like expect. So EM3, Rent Free, and Animaniacs, I think are the 3.
I didn't know he was playing again.
Most notably, Toyo, who did pretty good in the open qualifiers group stages, which is Pippa, Emmy, Binya, and Danny.
Yeah, Toyo is a pretty good team.
Hey, look, I got killed in I was playing the other night and I got killed.
So what? We're probably expecting Legacy
it's throwback season right
to be
now,
at the top of the lobby here. We didn't really get to see Mercy in scrims, so I don't know what we are going to expect to see out of Mercy. Last time I saw them play, they kind of did middle of the leaderboard.
There's not enough spots for. We were kind of talking about
so Legacy, TSM, Space Station, Falcons
phenomenal group stage coming into this.
Are really the 4 that I'm looking at to be fighting for top spot, and then Bestia or even maybe Luna Galaxy may get themselves up there. But I feel like Luna Galaxy and Gaskins are going to be just fighting each other on Erangel and ruining each other's games like they have been. Rent Free,
you also want to give yourself room.
They have their days. I'm not expecting them to get the top 3, though. I don't know what to expect out of Animaniacs. I haven't got to see them at all. Same with Mercy, really. So I don't know how they're doing. The rest of the teams I've kind of been able to see. Spam I didn't get to see either. But yeah, really TSM, Legacy, Luna Galaxy, Space Station, Bestia. I'm expecting those 5 teams to be the ones trying to fight for the top.
Just typing out Ume's 3 or EM3 is not helping us know how to say it, guys. You gotta like
give me a phonetical pronunciation.
Yeah, no, just don't say the exact word back to us. We can see the word. I know there's a lot of jokes about American education system, but we can kind of read.
And we were both in the South too, so that's like doubling up.
Oh my god, yeah. I would just call them EM3 though.
I think
like I don't know how to say their name, so I just started calling them EM3.
Obviously, some big names in there. I think everybody's kind of expecting Sonics, regardless of the fact that they've already qualified. I think they'll come in here and play very well. I think you got to look at teams like Legacy. I think Bestia. When you were looking at Latin American teams, I think if Legacy doesn't make it, I would say it's a pretty big upset.
Yes,
They've been
especially
playing really well.
yeah,
And
scrims
they
have
have
been
been
insane.
on the grind as far as scrims. I mean, they're scrimming in America, they're scrimming in Europe, and they're performing well. And obviously, scrim results aren't indicative of much of anything. But the fact that they're really on that grind, and
They
they've
may
got
not be
that mindset
indicative,
of
but oh my
we
god,
want to
G
make it.
Zero
And
has been
you know,
insane.
I think anything less than a top 3 finish for them would be a disappointment.
And that's, you were talking about like the importance of kills. That is a very frag capable squad. Like, let's be real with it.
For
Whenever
sure.
we're looking at it, Gizera, LFP, RBN, VHD. Gizera being the only not 3-letter name guy that's going to be a part of the squad, so I guess it's on him to pick up all of the kills. Is that the way it works? Huh?
Yeah, why not? We'll go with that.
It's the way it's been going.
Are very capable fraggers, and
so
yeah,
I mean, it's
looking at
not even a
continuing.
lie.
We are starting on Miramar, and then going over to Tego, then to Rondo, and wrapping up
Okay,
on
so
Erangel.
wrapping up on
No
Erangel may
teams
actually
to
be
go
really
into
good
that. No plan B.
for
We get Rondo
No Bears.
gas
inside.
cans
No
in
Bears.
Luna Galaxy.
How are we gonna live
'Cause
with
I don't
those
know if
shots
they
from the
figured out
Bears?
how they want to play out
Poor
the
Virgil
fight, but
fans
they were
everywhere.
still like hut dropping,
Ryan right now.
The Falcons.
or
lost.
at the very least
We are
landing
the
right next to
Falcons
each other
next
in
game.
school
Oh, man.
We're still
and
fans. Every time we
apartments
come
on
out,
Erangel. So
something goes away.
Look,
if they can
but
kind of
all
figure
I
out their
can
day
say is that
before
there's a
then,
team out
then
there
one of the
that
teams might
has
try
the
and
opportunity
not
to set
take it.
themselves up with their own name, their own nicknamed spot on Rondo, right?
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting to see how Rondo plays out as we're still getting some more evolutions in play style. Yes, it has been on scrims. Yes, it was in the, I guess, earlier qualifying rounds of this, but it is still a very new map. So there's going to be a lot of new things that we're going to be
People just grab the
experimenting on.
JS9.
So if we make a mistake on Rondo, guys, hey, we're all in this newness together. So just throw it at you.
I feel like a lot of people have decided to stop picking up the JS9. There is a couple of people that still do, but for the most part, they haven't been.
That's why they brought us, because we're the oldest ones, and you can't bully us because we're that old.
That's just what I've taken from social media.
You
right
a bad
now,
person.
Right?
Is that how it works?
Pick on old people. But that's what I've heard. No matter what we say. All right, guys. Looking at us, we're going to be moving forward. We've been talking about the qualifying rounds, a lot of these squads, everything else like that. But there's also a couple of these like lower squads that we haven't had a chance to really dig into yet. We kind of mentioned Toyo, who had a good performance. We've been talking about Umaze. It's got Samcro, Shap, as well as Glock and Magnio as well. But looking through the entirety of this, as we move down a bit more, we also have 55 Esports that's going to be back inside this. That's a known commodity from I wouldn't say way back. Like, what do we consider way back in PUBG esports?
Wait, 55? Did I just miss that 55 was in this?
Like pre-NPL, what is old days?
Honestly,
What?
Like, old days to me means something different than it means to.
I didn't even notice their logo.
To other people, when we talk about old days to us, we're talking like, you know.
I thought I was paying attention, but I guess I just like poof, right over my head.
Totality and Old Noble and yeah, so yeah, I don't know. I think we
Did anyone else notice the 55 logo?
The rest of the population, but yeah, these are some very familiar names. At least 3 years old, I would say. At least.
Hey, caught the shoulder. Let's go.
Yeah,
2 to 3.
There's a lot that we're going to be looking into. So as we're going to be starting Miramar, I'm going to be really excited as we're going to be looking through that, as that's my favorite map to start on. I feel like, and a lot of the players are talking about it as well. Jumping into it, you can see we're going to be right off the get-go, a Cabrera down to Resort.
Oh, dude, I love starting our Miramar, honestly. Like, I love El Clasico. I love Erangel. But after this many years...
I don't know. I'm expecting like SSG or Legacy to just pop off game 1.
That, you know, the early half of the game just feels a little, you know, So
routine is the way I like to say.
Okay. Animaniacs, Bestia, Elevate, EM3, Gascans, Legacy, Luna Galaxy, Mercy, Fakes and Rent-Free, Sonics, Space Station, Spam, Falcons, Toyo, TSM.
It still feels fresh, at least in competitive.
I don't see 55.
I still love playing on.
Might just.
Whenever we're looking at competitive, Miramar.
Why did they talk about 55?
I don't know how else to describe it, and you know, you can even talk to a lot of the players. They mentioned
I'm
similarities
confused.
inside of it. It's a very fun way to start.
Animaniacs gas cans?
Okay.
Dude,
right off
gas
the start of this
cans.
one with a bit of a hot drop right next to it.
off the jump.
Apparently, gas
Maniacs.
cans
Okay,
just
that's,
decided that they
brave.
are
Gas
hot
Cans
dropping.
does fall in with all four into one warehouse. Animaniacs doing a little bit of a 2-2 split, but it looks like they have gas cans somewhat surrounded here.
Animaniacs can definitely get like surrounded here, or get the surround, but gas cans can just push and play for trades.
The circle is all the way down in the southeast, so this
Who gets the first knock?
Pretty quick, and you already hear the
Oh,
shots coming through.
Penta.
Pentalol peeking around those boxes. That's a dangerous place to peek. You can see that gun just going all over the place.
I mean, it's a helmet or a
Penta goes down first.
on a lot of these players.
Oh no, Animaniacs.
Maybe he can cover. Heikeman going with a couple of shots at range, but you can see it is
Beamy does get a knock in return though. Vox. Now it's back down into a 2v2.
Right now, gonna go ahead, look into the flush, but two members down. Starting to make the push out on this one. Is he gonna go for the peek? Gets the spray. Not a lot of damage off of it, but reinforcements coming up on the other angle.
Yeah, big flip. They managed to turn a 4v2 into a
2v2. Ooh, headshot onto Vox. Jump shot.
SCZ will find him with the up, and now it's just down to Beamy. Beamy will do a little dancing. Gonna find himself around.
Oh.
SCZ wins it with 1 HP left, and
that was a close one.
All 4 players alive.
Man, that is a catastrophe for gas.
Oh my god, Island Zone?
Now, power grid gonna be going on over.
Can we see it? It's teased us the past 2 days in scrims.
Power grid, they have to worry about their migration into what you were talking about is going to be a very interesting circle to navigate.
It really is, because you start, I mean, you look at the playing path, you know where everybody's looting. You gotta imagine.
I gotta figure out all the colors for people.
Good, but the north side,
so Animaniacs is Sonic's color, Sonic's is pink. So honestly, the pink and blue doesn't look too bad.
You'll see a lot of these teams like
Elevate a different blue. EM3 is green, like a dark green.
Up there in Pozo.
Mercy light green. Luna Galaxy, okay, that one's gonna be easy.
See if they can make that rotation in, but
SSG is gonna be easy. Pachow as yellow. Oh, I'm not used to that, and I'm not used to TSM as red.
I'm a little thrown off as well because whenever I saw it, I'm not used to seeing Sonics as a pinkish color, but hey,
yeah, pink Sonics, okay. I'm down with it. I feel it. I like that.
It's like, it's going to take a second. I know it's going to throw a bit off, but Chow in a great spot. Mercy in a great spot.
Yeah.
Also going to go ahead and looks like they're going to regroup.
I mean, you definitely could have swapped around some of these colors and made it a little bit easier. Bestia is great. That's pretty easy. Luna Galaxy as a purple color, pretty normal. SSG as an orange or yellow, that's pretty normal.
It's too far west. It's too far west.
But yeah, I would have expected like Elevate or Mercy to be one of the red colors.
Man, I do. I like it. But yeah, okay, so we've got the center of the circle, PCH.
But I mean,
2-2 split. They've got some power points here, but
I don't know.
They're gonna have to defend themselves pretty well, because that bottom two, that southern duo,
Spam as like the gold color.
You can see Mercy already creeping over in that direction. They will pull off. Spam, meanwhile,
I don't know how I feel about that.
Sand
Spam and Legacy would be a perfect swap for colors.
Who is that? Animaniacs over there, still looting up in power.
Speaking of Victorious, Elevate going to be making their rotation in. Falcon's also going to be trying to spot out some stuff at range. Just going to go ahead and use that stopover.
I've seen Falcons go for this spot before, and they went early and ended up in that spot,
They don't have a lot of teams that are going to be around him right now,
and they just got decimated before. So I imagine they won't stay in that area for too long.
Falcons with the deep purple. Used to seeing them in green.
I know, dude.
So, yeah, we'll get used to it, chat. We're here with you. But you can see them already in a little bit of a 3-1 plan.
Yeah, we're really messing with colors here.
And they do see Toya, they do see Bestia, and it looks like Bestia and Toya see each other. So a few shots coming through there, and well, Magno, that's not the way that car is supposed to be sitting. Are you waiting for it? Well, yeah, I'm looking to see if anybody's gonna come over.
How do you get it on the side like that?
Get that thing back on its get 4 toes on the ground.
Like, I understand flipping it and stuff, but just like having it land on the side?
Making their rotation, looks like they could be
wouldn't expect that one.
Sim, who's a bit more fortified right on the outskirts of Los Leones. If they're going to catch him, looks like Purdy is pretty hungry. The rest of the squad, Alo is going to be able to spot this one out. So, Legacy looks like they have 20 years up. Gonna pull away from it, stop out, not make the push into Los Leones.
I mean, Legacy on top of things is able to avoid TSM.
You're starting to see this more and more on the circles where Los Leones is in, and people have to think about making a rotation. Nobody obviously wants to go into Los Leones, but that position specifically that TSM is holding is really, really good for just harassing and scouting and even
but yeah,
camp there, rotation camps.
Makes sense to not go into Los for Legacy, so
Western side of Los Leones, Legacy,
a reason to try and drive through a bunch of buildings where an ambush could be absolutely anywhere.
A lot of teams I gotta find a spot in, Matt. SSG, where are they going?
Yeah, this is.
They're on space, man. Which is, I guess makes sense,
right?
I mean, they started in Cabrera. It makes sense. You go up past Militar, maybe through Bronca, depending on how the med situation is. And then you can go to or avoid Azahar.
The spoon, here's the footsteps. Going to be feeding the information. Looks like reinforcements are on the way as Shinboy going to be landing right down below him, maybe just to pick him up though.
This might be a bait to see if any of the Sonics boys creep over to the edge to take shots at these vehicles and leave themselves exposed to the spoon. But
oh,
Sonic's
Kickstart.
not taking the bait right now. They're just gonna listen to those vehicles drive around, not peek, and they'll stay alive for the time being. But a spoon, he's got to go.
If Shrimsy goes too far, then Kickstart still has the cover anyways.
Just off to the right. He's going to be very, very nervous as he hears Tiggleson's footsteps back behind him. Shrimsy, everybody creeping forward. You see support now coming in for Elevate. A very low ground, though. Vegas trying to creep his way up, seeing if maybe he can get some elevation to try to help his teammate. A little bit of a path that he can work around, but keep in mind, as he's making his way up, there's going to be sound cues potentially happening. And yep, means that Sonic should
does spot out that Kickstart goes down first, and that makes it difficult. Because everyone's going to be able to support the spoon.
Trying to make his way over there.
Oh.
Vegas, big shots. Doesn't get the knock, though. Kickstart will pull back. Maybe Shrimsy might be able to go for the res here. If he's lucky, the grenade's coming through, but they're not finding the mark.
Dude, I am loving this confident Elevate coming in off of this one. Now starting to make their way into Spoons. Got the control.
I mean, Elevate's just trolling Sonics. Oh! If it was cooked for just a little bit less, it would have been perfect.
But Sonic's back up to 4 strong. And that's exactly what they wanted to see. Punich tried to go for the long flank, and he's going to get spotted by LFP of all people. Legacy coming in.
Where is... Oh, Legacy's down. Okay. They're down at, like, the 5 stack.
Knowing now that we have a third party involved.
I love the way that Sonics is regrouping on this one. They're playing the opposing
side. So, Legacy is farther down to the south. As H-Win steals the kill.
Going back over, so what was a near-on catastrophe, very well handled by Sonics.
Yeah, you can see, I mean, Sonics had so much discipline holding on to the top of those rocks. Again,
I mean, yeah.
Whenever the cars came through and, you know...
Sonics played that one almost perfectly.
Like that, but they still managed to get the res.
I mean, you're not going to know that that person's there, so...
Good play for them. Elevate still have 3 up. Space Station finally arriving. They're going to scout out. Oh, no. That's Vinny going down from way downtown.
Rest of Luna looks like they're just going to go ahead and escape out of this one. Already inside vehicles. The timing on it just terrible for Luna. Yeah. Shift is going to go back into Impala favor, so Toyo's going to have a lot of space to play on the Falcons as well. Running that 2-2 split's going to have a lot of...
So we're going towards Impala for this one.
Yeah, interesting timing on that the sandstorm on the south side.
Sonic should actually have a spot in right on the edge, especially because they pushed Elevate away. But it's going to be TSM that's going to push in behind them. That's going to be the problem for Sonics.
Before going any further, scouting off towards the center of the zone, but Bestia, they've got a 2-2 split. They've got Spam trying to make their way right through. Rent Free, meanwhile. Now, where even are they? I didn't even see them on the map.
Oh, Luna just had to...
Bestia Luna fight?
Bestia, but Bestia's going to reposition up, use the opposite side of the long house, while Spam's going to be rotating very close to them. You can see...
There's only 2 for Bestia here, though.
A lot of these teams trying to navigate away from it, but that means that there's going to be a cluster specifically up in the north and down into the southwest. You have your choice. You either brazenly run right across these fields and hope...
One tree or hay bale and Sharp Shot could have been going down there. And now Bessie are here. This is a very scary spot to have to try and play. I'd say any time before phase 3.
Free, I believe. Is that rent free? FR? Yeah. Yeah, why not? Rent free. Honey Badger, Gats, Oldless, Bizzler, names that we are all very familiar with as they pull in to the southwestern part of the zone. Remember, you had a number of teams coming from that southern side already. Sonics was posted up. You can see they have laid claim to a compound and everything looking pretty nice for them, but just keeping track of Animaniacs.
As you should have to at this stage is, I mean, this is just going to be a good, strong position play from Sonics right now, hoping the fact that they're not going to get too much of the pressure coming in from, this is pretty late in their rotation, so if the circle kind of moves too far away,
yeah, Sonic's gotten a pretty good spot. Could hard shift over to them still. TSM making their way in as rent free. Kind of went to the spot where Sonic's rotated through.
Is going to mess with my dyslexia so bad. I'm just going to let you know.
Because I know they did it on purpose. I know they did it on purpose.
You know, man.
I know they did.
Definitely messed with my head for the first couple of times.
However, it's pronounced. Try to EU Maze.
Maze 3. That's what Gibson says, and I'm going to trust Gibson.
EU Maze 3. EU Maze 3. Okay, I'll take that. They were getting a little bit of shots sent to them towards Mercy as they made their way on the coast, but it looks like they managed to keep everybody up. Sparking. Scouting ahead just a little bit.
EU Maze 3? I wonder if that stands for something.
What do we call it? The rim, the crater rim. Trying to find the next spot for TSM to play. It looks like everybody, for the most part, has found somewhere secure. Nobody really looking for a home. Still a lot of room on that north side to work with there for SSG. And
I was gonna say a lot of room.
I want to point out Pippa's location for Toyo.
Oh my god, look, number unspawned. That'd be pretty cool to catch. Yeah, this would be very, very crazy if we go north. It might be a TSM versus Sonics kind of situation. Oh, Sonics are gonna enjoy that one.
Animaniacs, SSG, and really EU Mize 3 gonna have to be making rotations in, as well as Elevate. Legacy, though, leading the pack.
Legacy being the ones that have to rotate. Falcon's definitely gonna have to consolidate. But Elevate may just try and follow directly behind Legacy. And wherever they crash, they're just gonna crash right afterwards.
Not finding anything. Legacy just pulling up to the dip and immediately on their feet to see if they can maybe spray down. I think they were expecting the crash from Elevate, but Elevate not biting on
Falcons is at 2-2.
I like this on both parts. Elevate not going to get much out of making the crash into it, go a bit further. Yeah, go ahead and play.
One of the teams just has to pressure one of the other groups of Falcons.
But as long as we don't see Falcons really start to focus in their direction, I think that they should be fine for the time being. TSM, Sonics, right up on top of each other as TSM can continue to play. I think a bit of that ridge is still going to be inside the circle, but TSM very uncomfortable right now.
Very annoying ridge to try and get rid of as well, because the compound that Falcons is in does have a sightline anytime that they try and push over this ridge.
Making sure nobody can stab them in the back. Sonics, for their part, they're not going to be inclined to leave this compound anytime soon. They'll just hold and wait for TSM to make their move. Alo trying to go and escape from the high side. Purdy Curdy using that as an opportunity to take a few shots, but nothing going to land on him. And look at this kickstart. Going to go down from range to Animaniacs.
Animaniacs being the X factor in this game so far. TSM doesn't have all of the information on who they're fighting against.
It's crazy.
So just kind of playing this one by ear for the time being. Yeah, if they knew
Animaniacs is such a wild team to me, because I just don't know them.
Oh, I kickstarted the bullet magnet so far here today, but Haven going to go down to SSG as Luna is leaving, and that is unfortunate for Luna Galaxy as they're now just down to the crack and Posa. And they've got to find somewhere to go, and there's just not a whole lot, man. There's a lot of ridges, a lot of hills here to play, but you just don't feel safe anywhere really over here.
I mean, I guess they're going to stop on one of these opposing hillsides. There's a shack.
That's all you can do. Yeah.
We're just rolling with one viewer. I'm probably just going to stop streaming.
One side, Toyo on the other one, maybe even spam to the north.